Okay, so what is up, um, mga ka-agri? This is Jake Warren streaming live here at the College of One City. I will be your kauban ka-agri for the of the Caraga State University. To our guest, a faculty and students, filter black and white. Okay. What is up, mga ka-agri? This is Jake Warren streaming live here at the College of Agriculture and Agri-Industries, Caraga State University, Butuan City. I will be your kauban, ka-istorya and ka-agri for this month's AgriStorya session to guide you in choosing your career path in agriculture. A big thanks to the team who is behind this program initiated by the College of Agriculture and Agri-Industries of the Caraga State University. To our guests, faculty, and students, Welcome, tara, mag-AgriStorya na ta. So without any further ado, let me introduce you our first person for today, resource person for today to enlighten you the field of animal science. Ladies and gentlemen, she's a graduate of Bachelor of Science in Agriculture, major in Animal Science at the University of the Philippines, Los Baños. She also received an international diploma on pig husbandry and animal feed at Iris Training Center International, Barneveld, the Netherlands. She also received the Outstanding Diploma Best in Back Home Improvement Plan that was featured in the Iris, or formerly known as PTC Plus magazine, a National Certificate in Trainers Methodology and National Certificate 2 in Animal Production in Technical Education and Skills Development Authority of the Philippines. Ladies and gentlemen, from Lake Country Cooperative Canada, Ma'am Jenny A. Hornilia.
Hello, blessed morning everyone. So Taglish na lang po muna ako ha para sawa na pa ako sa ka-straight English dito. So okay na po ba? Start na po ba tayo, sir?
Yes, ma'am, go ahead po.
So I'll share my presentation na paano. So blessed morning everyone. First and foremost, I would like to thank God for the opportunity na kumbaga through the Caraga State University College of Agriculture and Agri-Industry, nag-collaborate to have me as a resource person para mag-guide or ma-help natin yung mga incoming junior students and newcomers kung ano yung academic path that they can take under the Bachelor of Science degree in agriculture. So, of course, we would like to encourage them na i-take yung path in animal science because as an animal science myself, I also benefited or kumbaga rewarded din ako sa major na to under the BS Agriculture. Okay. So, pag nag-take tayo ng Bachelor of Science in Agriculture, we should be proud and we should drop the term lang na BS Agriculture lang yung course ko because the BS Agriculture is a scientifically based sustainable agriculture. And then we wanted it to become economically viable agriculture-related enterprise. And piniprepare natin yung mga young students natin to become professionals with social commitment. Okay. So, under this Bachelor of Science degree in Agriculture, gusto nga natin silang ma-enlightened na to take the course or the major in Animal Science. Why Animal Science? Because gusto natin ng science and business of producing domestic livestock species, including but not limited to beef cattle, dairy cattle, horses, poultry, sheep, and swine. And gusto natin na magkaroon sila ng economic contributions to us by raising them for meat, fiber, milk, eggs, or other products. Okay. And aside from the fact that livestock also plays an essential part in the Philippine economy as it contributes 10.2% to our GDP. Okay. So students that can specialize, students that would be undertaking major in animal science can specialize in the following areas. So we have the animal nutrition, animal breeding, animal physiology, animal production and management, dairy technology, and meat science. So under animal nutrition, pwede silang further study on animal feeds, feed formulation and ration formulation, and also feed safety and feed quality control. So under animal nutrition, so yung meron tayong kumbaga gusto natin na maka-formulate ng mga feeds na balance and then at the same time ay safe siya and may high quality that are given to our animal feed. So yun po ang undertaking ng major in animal science under animal nutrition. On the other hand naman, kung interested naman kayo sa animal breeding, you will undergo studies on reproduction, artificial insemination, and higher breeding or genomics. So, Under reproduction, so pwedeng natural breeding or artificial insemination. But as we promote artificial insemination, so yon, so meron tayong mga laboratory activities na ginagawa wherein nagpapaka skilled tayo when it comes to semen extension and processing so that we can produce more semen sa isa lang ejaculation, and then mas marami siyang mabibreed na swine. And then we undergo these methods for processing the semen. So under artificial insemination naman, so yan, so meron tayong mga technology na kung saan naggumagamit tayo ng mga different catheters na kung saan we would like to inseminate yung ating pong mga sows or gilts artificially. And under genomics naman, we know that sa phenotypic, yung expression ng animals, yung nakikita natin na kanyang outward characteristics are influenced by the genetics and environment. Pero mas under genomics, mas naiintindihan natin yung genetic progress using different backgrounds on genetics, like yung accuracy niya and numbers and speed ng genetic qualities na to, or parameters na to. For us, na magkaroon tayo ng mga lines na kung saan upgraded siya and then meron siyang hybrid vigor. So that yung pag-reproduce natin would always account to large and big litter size ng ating pong, for example, under swine production, mataas po ang ating parameters when it comes to litter size. So under pa rin ng animal breeding ay ang pag-study natin ng anatomy and physiology, na kung saan mas maintindihan natin kung paano yung mga functions nitong mga, like for example, yung reproductive system ng ating pong swine, mas maintindihan natin kung paano mas makakapag-produce tayo ng maraming litter size, yung nabanggit natin na output kanina, through the study of its anatomy and physiology. Under din ng animal science, ang animal production and management, na kung saan meron kang nakakategorize siya into poultry, duck, basic swine production and management, yung ruminants natin, the small and large, like yung goat and beef cattle as an example. So sa animal production, kung poultry, pag-aaralan natin yung broiler production and layer production. So dito sa layer production, gusto natin na maka-innovate tayo na kung saan yung mga eggs natin from our normal na ang classifications lang natin ay small, jumbo, or medium or jumbo. This time we would like, pag nag-aral tayo further ng poultry industry or poultry production, mas maaano natin kung paano ba siya na-raise, kung range ba siya or cage ba siya, at kung saang farm siya manggagaling. So we would like yung direction ng path na yon sa poultry production na mangyari sa ating poultry industry. And then, of course, yung under poultry, magkakaroon tayo ng pag-aaral din for ducks and quails, na kung saan gusto din natin na magkaroon tayo ng quail balut, na kung saan ipopromote na rin natin siya aside from duck balut. So for under swine production, mas gusto natin na yung ating swine operations ay based on technology. So kung makikita nyo dito, we would like to study na kung saan yung kanilang castration ay painless na siya using our technology na meron siyang ginagamitan siya ng anesthesia. And then on the other hand, dito naman sa kanilang housing, in terms of housing, ayun, meron tayong ginagamit ng mga technology where we can detect yung ammonia level dun sa housing para maano natin yung welfare ng ating animals. And at the same time, sa housing design, kung mapapansin niyo, under the study natin sa swine, gusto natin yung direction natin na kung saan yung mga housing natin ma-build natin into the direction na kung saan dito makikita natin na elevated na yung kanyang crate or yung kanyang yung farrowing crate niya pag tumatayo yung sow, mas napiprevent niyang maipit or makrush yung mga piglets. So, yun ang inaaral sa natin sa swine production. In terms naman sa dairy technology, so nandyan pumapasok yung dairy processing natin, whereas nagpo-produce tayo ng yung ginagamitan natin ng mga milking parlor, mga equipment natin to para makuha natin yung mga milk sa kanila so that we can produce yung mga dairy products like cheese and yung milk saka ice cream. So mayroon ding study sa dairy production na kung saan into ice cream making, cheese making, and sa milk production. Sa meat science naman, we will under the meat science study or discipline, gusto natin pag-aralan dito yung slaughtering and fabrication of farm animals and meat processing. Okay, so dito sa meat science, dito natin may encounter yung mga terms like PSE or yung pale, soft and exudative or dark, firm, dry na mga meats, at ano ba yung quality ng good meats, and then ano ba yung tamang pag-slaughter ng mga at processing ng ating mga livestock and poultry. And gusto din natin na at the same time hindi lang siya yung packaging natin ng ating mga carcasses ng mga meat products natin ay kumbaga internationally din naman yung kumbaga ang direction natin under this meat science ay mapak natin ang ating mga meat products, yung ating mga pork or yung ating kung sa poultry, mas ma-present natin siya sa mga consumers in a kumbaga in this manner. So sa processed meat products naman natin, doon natin ma-undergo yung paggawa ng mga burger patties, tocino, tapa, longganisa, ham, bacon, siomai, sausages, embutido, and other meat products na kung saan pwede natin siyang gawing maging sa enterprises natin or more innovations like magput tayo ng more organic spices. And then, under this major in animal science, those who have passion for learning, those who have intentions of improving animal productivity and hold a BS, is encouraged to consider graduate studies in animal science. So, pwede kang mag-undergo pa ng Master of Science in Animal Science, Doctor of Philosophy in Animal Science, or Doctor of Veterinary Medicine. In terms of job opportunities, study in animal science equips graduates to handle key positions in government, academic institutions, and private companies. Graduates become employed as managers, supervisors, faculty members, researchers, consultants, practitioners, and technicians. Then they also create opportunities for others as farm entrepreneurs. So yung mga institutions or agencies na pwedeng magkaroon ng job landing or employment would be, of course, yung Department of Agriculture, and from where I am from, Agricultural Training Institute, International Training Center on Pig Husbandry. So dito ako na-employ since 2014 and ended last year. So yan, so meron kang opportunities to train yung mga different, yung mga young people, tapos mga senior citizens or mga colleagues mo. So ito yung last training under course on feed milling operations. In terms naman sa research, pwede kang ma-employ sa Department of Agriculture under Bureau of Agricultural Research, regional field units, livestock research divisions, or livestock agricultural research centers. For academic institutions, wag na tayong lumayo. Sa Caraga State University under College of Agriculture and Agri-Industries, pwede kang maging part ng kanilang academic staff or personnel. And other government institutions or agencies na pwede mo din siyang itap like Dairy Training and Research Institute, Philippine Carabao Center, National Meat Inspection Services, Bureau of Animal Industry, or TESDA, not only as trainees but this time as trainers. Or sa local government units, meron tayong mga municipal agricultural offices where you can work as livestock technicians, as meat inspectors, or animal extension workers, or village-based AI technicians. And of course, meron din tayong opportunity to work sa private institutions like yung mga Animal Nutrition Analytical Services Laboratory, or yung mga prominent private corporations, San Miguel Foods, for example. Then to work in animal feed mills or in meat processing facilities. So, kailangan we could have strong points kung apart from graduating in BS Agriculture major in Animal Science, magkaroon tayo ng license, the Professional Regulation Commission and Professional Regulatory Board of Agriculture na license wherein you can have uh, this registered agriculturist. So for affiliations naman, you can have the Philippine Society of Animal Science. Isa siyang professional not-for-profit organization for animal scientists. So they hold scientific seminars and lecture series, and kung nasa academe ka naman, pwede kang magsabit sa PISAS, sa Society of Animal Science, ng Philippine Journal ng mga articles to the Philippine Journal of Veterinary and Animal Sciences. So open access journal siya for applied researches. And pwede ka ding further ng study mo sa Taiwan, for example, yung swine genomics, like for example, yung ATI-ITCPH, may partnership siya. So nai-invite niya yung mga from the different livestock personnels sa national and local government units na magkaroon ng further study ng swine genomics sa sa Taiwan. And sa Japan naman, meron ding program ang Agricultural Training Institute na kung saan yung mga young Filipino farmers ay nagkakaroon ng training program in Japan. Or you can go to see the world beyond Asia. So, for example, yung the Netherlands, which is example siya ng tiny country which is mas 9 times natin siyang laki in terms of size, pero it's an agricultural giant by showing what the future of farming could look like. Kasi, for example, they become the second largest exporter of agricultural products, which include meat and dairy products to the world. So, second largest exporter siya, second to US, pero maliit lang siya in size. Okay, so meron siyang mga institutions or universities like Wageningen University or mga training center wherein mas makaka-further ka pa ng study. For example, I myself, nagkaroon ako ng pagkakataon to have the full scholarship to study the degree on pig husbandry. So ito, personal note ko to. So when I took BS Agriculture, major in Animal Science, I never thought that it is one of the noblest professions alongside with the teachers and countless other professions who build a nation. By bringing food to the table through scientific approaches to make it efficient, productive, and sustainable, I couldn't agree for more that agriculture is not only building a nation, but also feeding the people that are building the nation. Like, there's no other major that attracts me like animal science. But however, we are only here to help and guide you and encourage you to take major in animal science, and from there, develop your passion so that you can have the professional and personal growth. And I think that would end my slide. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ma'am Jenny. So now let me introduce you the moderator from the Department of Animal Science, Sir Vince Robert Carillo, sir.
So to the audience there and to the audience in YouTube, you can now send your questions to Ma'am Jenny Hornilia. To the audience there. So, good morning again. I just want to ask if how many years I have to take up if I am planning to proceed in Doctor of Veterinary Medicine after graduating in Bachelor of Science in Agriculture major in Animal Science, ma'am. So,
Okay.
you know.
Okay. So, ang Doctor of Veterinary Medicine po kasi ay 6 years. So, meron po siyang 2 years na preparatory vet med, and then ang 4 years, yun yung proper veterinary medicine, proper years. Kung nag-undertake na po tayo ng BSA, so ma-skip na po natin yung preparatory, yung 2 years. So, iti-take pa rin po natin yung proper years niya, yung 4 years niya, kasi iba po yung curriculum nun. Mas magpo-focus na po kasi yun sa health, sa welfare ng animals, sa medicine aspects nun, hindi na sa production side. Pero at least, may skip nyo na po yung 2 years na preparatory years, or yun po, yung prep years. So, 4 years na lang po.
So, ayan, Miss sino yun? Not at me. 4 years na lang ang inyong mas skip yung 2 years. So, 4 years na lang yung iti-take nyo. So, any more guys? Any more questions? Ma'am Jen, may tanong pala ako.
Yes,
Ako
sir.
na lang. How about yung sa game fowl production po, ma'am? Do you think you can consider? Di ba considered yun na ano? Na
Sa poultry.
agriculture? Oo.
Opo. Uh, ano po kasi, ang unang specialization ko when I took major in animal science, poultry. Before po ako
Oo, ma'am.
oo, poultry. So, sa pagkakatanda ko sa curriculum, di po namin na-undergo yung mga sa cockfighting, yung sa sports na
Oo,
poultry.
yes, ma'am.
More on ano po tayo doon sa may mapoproduce natin into eggs and meat po.
Pero does it,
Pero
ano, ma'am?
pero sa animal nutrition po, sa animal nutrition,
Oo.
na mas matatapik mo siya kasi magpo-formulate ka ng mga feeds for those ano po, sa game fowls. Doon po siya mas sa animal nutrition, but on the poultry production side, mas nagpo-focus po yung curriculum doon sa mga ducks, sa quails, of course
Mm,
sa chicken po.
yung mga may products talaga.
Opo,
Actually,
opo.
ma'am, is ako yung major ko talaga is animal breeding and genetics kaya
Mm,
natanong ko rin yan sa iyo
mm,
kasi included rin yan sa amin.
mm.
Okay, any more questions from the audience?
Ang sir, sa discipline naman po ng ng animal breeding, talagang madadaanan niyo po yung lahat ng
Yes
sa
po.
poultry species. Pero pag sa production, based on my experience po na pinili lang po yung mayroon pong may mga economic importance na mata-translate into eggs and meat.
Mm. So any more questions, guys? Wala. Um, Ma'am, what can you, ma'am, yung sa mga ano natin ngayon, mga current na agriculture students, what can you
Mm.
say to them if they want to go to abroad? what can you advise? Mga words of wisdom
An
from
ano
Miss
po siya,
Cordelia.
students or graduates na po?
Mga
Ano po
students pa, ma'am.
na gusto pong mag-further ng which is okay po, kumbaga dito po sa Canada for example, meron po ditong university for example dito sa province, na University of Saskatchewan, nag-offer po sila ng agricultural courses. Meron po silang mga tinatanggap na mga students from the Philippines na kung saan pwede po i-take yung ganong mga courses, itap po yung ganong privileges. Okay po siya. For me, okay po yung gano'n na nag-e-explore po tayo kasi mas natututo po tayo sa practices ng iba, and then titingnan natin kung applicable ba siya sa atin or mas mai-improve pa natin yung setting once na naunawaan natin yung kanilang ah, improvements dito na ginagawa.
Mm, yun. So, meron pang isa dito, ma'am. Mag-o-offer po ba ang CSU ng work abroad, not just internship? And also, if magkakaroon na rin po ba ng license, pwede na rin ba mag-apply as instructor? A question from Rose Niño Musong.
So, ito po ay masasagot ng CSU kung mag-o-offer po kayo ng work abroad. Pero dun po sa question niya na na kung sakali yung sa license na siya, it depends po din siguro po sa kanyang
Mm-mm.
grades po nung college.
Ito rin po, ma'am, may isang tanong ito about sa ASF. Good day po. Is there any vaccines under developed to combat ASF for now?
Sa ngayon po wala po akong
May developing.
update pa. Wala pa po akong update when it comes to yung pong prevention through the use of vaccination. Mas naano ko po, mas na-update pa po ako dun sa mga ginagawang yung mga measures. Pero hindi po yung vaccine mismo yung parang kailangan mahigpit yung biosecurity sa farm. Pero yung vaccination parang di ko pa po wala pa akong updates doon. Even here po kasi sa mga farms dito sa local farms dito sa Canada, ASF vaccine dito na kumbaga kung may husband and some of the Filipino workers dito, yung mga Filipino communities dito, nagwo-work sa mga barns dito as livestock technicians, swine technicians. So far sa mga nababalitaan ko, wala pa silang ASF vaccine.
Kahit po under trial, ma'am? Wala pa.
Kahit at ito po ay breeding farm po ito, which is nucleus farm po siya. So dapat mas po siya, 'di ba? Dapat mas kumbaga updated siya when it comes to the technology, matap niya yung ganong availability ng vaccine if available na siya. Pero wala pa po talaga dito na ganong direction when it comes to ASF vaccine. Hindi ko lang po, may reply po
hello.
may reply po si Miss Jean Claire ng ITCPH,
Meron pala.
under trial daw po
Under
yung
trial lang. Under trial lang po ang vaccine. Okay.
Opo,
So,
pero dito po sa wala pa pong vaccine dito sa Canada as far as I know po.
may mga participating farms din po here in Philippines, sabi ni Ma'am Jean Claire Ulato. So, hello Ma'am Jenny. What are the most common practices for maintaining good reproductive traits of animals, whether for meat products or reproduction?
Ayun, so tatandaan po natin na yung equation na binanggit ko po kanina na P is equals to
It's equal to
G
G
plus E.
times E.
G plus E, which is
G plus E.
yung genetics po kasi 30% lang po siya. Ang 70% po noon ay environment, which is yung management, pwede siyang management practices, nutrition. So para ma-maintain po natin yung good reproductive traits of animals, whether for meat products or reproduction, kailangan din po na pag nakapili na po tayo, nakaselect na po tayo ng magagandang breeds, i-coupled naman po natin ng magagandang practices na management, nutrition, kasi kahit maganda po siya, pero wala din po tayong assistance from the environment side, nutrition side, housing, kung ano man yung housing, hindi po siya masyadong magre-reflect po dun sa phenotypic expression niya or sa kanyang
Mm.
performance.
So, ito mo, ma'am. Ma'am, ano po yung qualification in applying trainings abroad like ARIS? Po.
Ah, kailangan po ay mayroon ka pong employed ka po sa isang institution na kung saan whether government man siya or private but most mas pine-favor po nila yung government na kung saan magiging may multiplier effect ka na halimbawa ma-educate ka nila, ma-train ka nila when you go back to sa Philippines, for example, kasi maraming mga siya eh, Africa, for example, pagbalik mo sa home country mo, mai-share mo yung knowledge na yun, so magiging multiplier effect ka. So yun yung classification na dapat, for example, employed ka sa government, trainer ka, or sa academic institutions, instructors ka, professors ka, kasi pagbalik mo sa home country mo, mo siya, share mo siya pabalik.
Okay.
So may mga chances po, great big chances po yung mga nasa academe. Like po si Sir John Mark po siya study po siya sa IRIS kasi nga po nakita po siya ng IRIS na may kakayahan po siya to share, maibalik po sa home country niya yung experience niya or na-acquire niya na skills sa abroad.
Mm. Ito rin, ma'am. Ma'am, what are the possible scholarship programs for master's degree, specifically in animal science?
May mga friends pa ako na kahit PhD, nakaka-avail po sila nung DOST. DOST po, sa atin po, DOST yung natin po. O
Pero
kaya
may ano po ba?
ang Bureau of
Yung sa
Agricultural
outside.
Research po, nag-offer din po siya ng mga uh, Agricultural Training Institute. Ini-encourage din nila yung mga employees nila na magkaroon ng mga MS degree, na kung saan mayroon silang mga ino-offer na mga scholarships.
Pero yung if sa labas po, ma'am, meron po ba silang ino-offer rin na from outside from outside country? Yung hindi dito sa Pilipinas na mag-o-offer?
Ang alam ko po kasi kung saan yung host country na pag-aaralan mo, doon galing yung funding. So, halimbawa, dito ka magkakaroon ng advanced studies or graduate studies. Ang alam ko, dito din sa
Diyan rin
Philippines
ang
na
funding.
ang
Okay.
funding.
Good morning po. Pag mag-take me og animal science, mamili pa Japon og specialties like poultry, swine, or ruminant and other livestock. Actually, hello, I am an instructor here, no? So, for now, dili mo makapili og inyong specialization. Di mo makapili og inyong specialization, no? Hindi kayo makakapili ng inyong specialization here sa Caraga State University, but we will round you up sa whole na projects and whole na poultry, swine, iyon. So next, is there a postgraduate degree or study offered in CSU for BSA Animal Science graduates? Wala po. Wala po tayong postgrad degrees here offered. But soon, baka, let's see. Soon. I've heard I've heard din po, merong Fulbright scholarship na ino-offer for agriculturists. Meron ba, ma'am?
Opo. Yes po, yung dati ko pong kasamahan sa ITCPH, ano po siya, grantee po siya nung Fulbright Scholarship. Way back pa, hindi pa ako nagjo-join sa ITCPH, isa po siya sa naka-avail ng scholarship na yon. Opo, mayroon pong mga ganong platform na kung saan ano lang po ninyo, explore nyo lang po yung mga scholarship funding abroad and then try your chances or your luck po.
So, ito rin po. Good morning po. Nag-o-offer po ba ang DA ng scholarship for us freshman?
Ang di ko po alam ngayon sa programa ngayon ng national government when it comes to funding assistance. Pero ang alam ko marami silang mga dina-download na mga project sa mga ah, training center. For example, yung Agricultural Training Institute, yung mga Maya na Ma'am
Maya
Jean there,
program.
yung Maya program, alam ko nag-host ngayon ang ITCPH ng ganon. So, alam ko funded din yun ng ng Department of Agriculture. So, di ko lang alam sa mga talaga sa programs ngayon ng mismong yung papasok sa sa universities. Pero DOST of course, nandyan palagi ang DOST, hindi yan mawawala. And then ano pa yun. So yung DOST
Ah,
po, hindi laging nawawala sa funding or sa mga incoming freshmen po.
okay. So, ito na naman, ma'am. How about scholarship abroad for MS or PhD degrees?
Yan po, may mga available din po yan. Like po kung makaka-avail po sa Wageningen University o na po makapasok po sa sa degree programs nila. And then, ang una po kasing doon, step is makapasok muna sa university, ma-assess nila kung okay po ba yung educational background nyo sa gagawin yung undertaking. And then, ang second step na po noon, yung mag-a-apply ka for scholarship. So, meron po, meron like yung Erasmus. Ang ngayon po kasi ay Orange Knowledge Program, OKP, ang form ng scholarship na nila, ino-offer nila. Ang tawag po nila ay OKP. Sa Europe po yun And like for example, yung Wageningen University na nabanggit ko, nasa Netherlands po siya. And then meron din po na other universities na kung saan yung former colleague ko din sa ITCPH ay sa Larenstein University, naka-avail din po siya ng masteral na scholarship for masteral study.
So, ito, ma'am. What are the best practices of other countries in terms of hog raising that the Philippines can acquire? So, HOG na siya, gang.
So yun, maraming practices na pwede nating ma-adapt in terms of sa management. Meron sila kasing meron silang strict na, for example, pag naka-weekly naka-weekly schedule, kumbaga hindi blinded yung livestock technicians na pagdating niya sa kanyang workplace, magpapakain lang siya o mag-aalis lang ng tae. So guided siya ng mga na kumbaga strict siyang activities for that particular day, yun sa mga management. When it comes to housing naman, pwede natin ma-avail yun, mura lang naman yung, for example, yung ammonia level, nakita ko doon kasi lang siya, aparatos lang siya, bibilhin lang natin siya para ma-detect lang natin kung gaano na ba yung level ng ammonia na affect na doon sa welfare ng baboy natin. Meron, kumbaga maraming mga technologies na naman siya affordable, tapos magagamit talaga natin dito sa country, like yung nabanggit ko sa housing. And nutrition wise naman, yun, kahit simpleng tinuturuan na tayo ng feed formulation para at least maibigay natin yung balance na ratio dun sa sa mga ano natin, sa mga animals natin. At the same time, quality siya.
Okay,
Marami pa, marami. Mm.
meron tayong kasama ngayon sa ano namin, si Sir John Mark Ramada. Nandito na siya for entertaining some questions regarding sa college and
Good
some
morning po
ano.
sa lahat.
Mhm.
Ma'am Jen, good morning po.
Hello,
Ay,
good morning.
good evening pala sa'yo dyan. Sige po.
So yun, so Sir John Mark, nabanggit natanong po kasi yung tungkol sa mga best practices na nakita natin sa Netherlands, for example, sa napuntahan natin na applicable sa setting natin. So sabi ko nga yung sa management side, nandun nakita natin na ano talaga may program sila of what to do specific for that day, di ba po? Marang weekly schedule, and then sa housing naman nabanggit ko yung mga ano lang, mga affordable technologies na pwede naman nating mai-apply para maano natin yung welfare ng animals natin, like for example yung ammonia level ma-detect natin. So baka may maidadagdag ka, sir, dun sa nakita nating practices sa Netherlands. Kasi meron po yung trainer po kasi namin, ang na-witness po kasi namin doon group housing sa ano sa mga south, especially doon sa ano nila sa during the gestation period, naka-group housing sila. Tapos pag malapit na sila ng mga anak, nasa ano na sila, nasa individual housing na sila. Para sa akin, kung
Uno.
hindi naman siya
Wait lang.
magandang practice yung group housing. Pero kung kumbaga kung magre-require pa siya ng maraming space sa atin sa Pilipinas, kailangan mayroon talaga ma-determine mo na dapat na makakakain bawat isa doon sa group housing na yon. Kung kaya ng investment natin, why not? Maganda yung group housing. Pero kung hindi naman natin maa-avail yung gano'n na, like for example, RFID, kasi para ma-detect mo na sa group housing makakakain pa rin individually, then sabi ng trainers namin doon, kung hindi siya applicable, then drop it. Wag na nang i-ano siya. Kuhanin lang yung mga applicable.
So ito ma'am, sir. Good morning, ma'am or sir. How many years should we take if we plan on getting a PhD or MS? Same lang po ba sa DVM na 4 years?
Usually po ang MS at ang PhD, I
2
think to 2 years
years.
na po ang alam ko, 2 to 3 years sa PhD, depende sa dissertation pa. So mas mababa po siya kung sa DVM na kung magpupurso ka 4 years na lang kasi mas ano nila honor nila yung agricultural ano mo, yung BS degree mo. Translate nila as parang preparatory mo. So mas lower than sa DVM na PhD. Mas lower years. Shorter years.
Hmm. Ito rin. Hi po. Kaming BAT students po, pwede po ba kaming mag-veterinary? Yung mga
I-assess po kasi yan ng College of Veterinary Medicine. Kasi may curriculum po sila. Tapos i-ano po nila kung yung nadaanan ng BAT students ay angkop din dun sa curriculum ng veterinary medicine. So, kung halimbawa kung may mga pwede po. So, kung sa questions na pwede pong mag-veterinary, pwede po. Ang tanong lang doon, kung ilang years pa
how
po ang
many
gugugulin pa.
credits?
Oo, yung maa-accredit po.
Okay. So, next po is ito. Ma'am, as BAT students, walang major like animal science, wala po kaming board exam. Then besides sa internships rin ma'am, may opportunity rin ba na maka-work abroad in any qualifications po?
Ano po ba ang background ng agricultural BAT is technology
I
po?
think,
Ano?
po ma'am. Di ba? Pero I think may ano pa rin po yung BET.
May
May,
background po siya ng animal science? Kasi sabi niyo
oo.
po,
Hello, hello,
rounded din
hello
po
po.
ba 'di ba ang curriculum niyo?
Yes
Yes,
po,
Sir
Ma'am
Mark?
Jen.
Yes po.
Yes, Abel. Ang ano kasi, ang BAT kasi na curriculum is parang generic generic siya ng core courses ng agriculture. So basically, di qualified no, to apply in any qualifications abroad, provided that uh, the satisfy the minimum requirements na gusto ng mga employers abroad, like if they want to they intend to apply for dairy, they should have basically experience, no, training experience in dairy farming. So and dairy kasi is one of the major courses offered also in the AP. So although hindi mo major talaga yung animal science, but you have this qualifications, you have this experience, you have this academic no qualifications, still you have the full advantage no of applying abroad. Yan lang po siguro yung may sasagot ko dyan. Sir Vince?
Mm.
And
May
isa,
dadagdag din po
ay,
ako.
sige.
So may opportunity po na maka-work abroad kahit po BAT students kasi ah ang ano naman po dito, for example, yung employment naman po dito sa mga barn, ang tinitingnan po nila dito like mayroon ka bang naging training sa handling ng ano ng swine kahit papaano. So makukuha mo din kasi siya sa for example sa ATI at CPH na diploma ng training. So doon tinatanggap po ng HR dito yung mga ganun na qualifications or certificates, tapos halimbawa may naging experience ka sa farm or JT or kahit ano po siya, this private din siya. And then ina-accept po siya dito sa kasi meron po dito mga background, for example na driver lang ng pag sa Pilipinas, but they took uh, certificate training sa mga sa like ATI, ICPH. So when they were interviewed po sa dito, natatanggap po sila kasi ang tinitingnan din po nila yung background. So mas malaki po yung possibility ng ano ng BA students kasi sa under the employee nomination program dito, related yung papasukan mo sa educational background mo. So mas malaki ang points noon.
Ma'am
So
Jen,
malaki po talaga ang chances dito. Ang hinihintay nga lang po namin dito makita po ng mga future na ano na kung yung gustong mag-work po dito as livestock technicians, ano po, mas kumbaga highly recommended mag-work ang mga Filipinos kasi hardworking sila
Ma'am Jen,
po.
Ma'am Jen, yes po. Connection to that, Ma'am Jen, kasi given those careers no that would animal science graduate would get employed no, after graduation, marami kasi dito sa atin ngayon nanonood mga junior students or mga first year
Mhm.
students where they basically look up no, tinitingnan nila yung mga nauuna sa kanila, yung mga siguro yung mga kapitbahay nila o yung mga cousins nila na nai-employ no with graduate with a degree of animal science. So ang tanong ko ngayon in connection to that questions earlier, ang tanong ko is in terms of demand, kasi ito yung tinitingnan ng mga ng mga students before they take a certain major. May demand ba to locally, abroad, or baka pupunta ako sa mall nito after graduation, ganyan, ganito. So with your experience, Ma'am Jen, would you say that animal science still on high demand in terms of employment here and abroad, or would that be can we hear your thoughts, Ma'am Jen?
Siguro sa government agencies, o na locally muna. So sa mga government agencies, alam naman natin na limited po yung plantilla position. So, kumbaga, depende po yun sa employment opportunities or kung by vacancy sa government agencies. Pero usually naman sa national government po yung pinag-uusapan natin. Under naman sa local government, depende naman po yun sa discretion ng mayors, depende sa fund ng municipality po, di ba, yung pag-hire nila. So, in terms naman sa private companies locally, ang alam ko marami like San Miguel, they are still employing yung mga graduate ng agricultural courses sa kanila kasi pa-expand ng kanilang mga business and hindi lang sa mga poultry processing plant, hindi lang sa mga contract growing farms nila sa swine for example. Meron din tayo yung mga sa mga meat processing plants natin like yung mga sikat natin na nagpo-produce ng mga processed meat. So, pwede silang ma-employ doon sa private. Dito naman sa abroad, based on nawi-witness ko naman and sa nakita kong paglaki ng Filipino communities dito, marami welcome po dito once lang po nakapasa sa employment nomination, parang nomination program, may educational background for as long as dito po kasi ang need po palagi ng ang need dito ng mga workers. Ang mga workers dito come and go. Once they find mas mas yung passion nila, mas gusto nilang mag-aral or nag-divert sila. For example, nag-health sila, punta sila sa education side or sa health side naman. Nagkakaroon ngayon ng vacancies doon sa agricultural. So, continue dito ang employment, pero maiaano ko lang, on masasabi ko lang, kailangan makapasa ka sa employment nomination program. Kumbaga, meron ditong agencies or may mga farms dito, nag-hire sila, mag-interview ka, mag-apply ka, nakapasa ka. Pero hindi lang naka-rest solely dun sa farms na yun yung chances mo getting work abroad. Kailangan under na immigration employment nomination program, umasa rin yung education. So, kung agricultural graduates ka, major in animal science, malaki yung chance when it comes to pagdating ka ng nomination program or assessment ng education, malaki na yung chance mo. Kasi, kumbaga, directly related yung magiging ang work mo dun sa naging education mo. On the other hand, continuous dito ang hiring po. Marami ang mga farms dito na they kept on employing foreigners like Philippines.
Ma'am, in connection po doon sa binanggit mong employment nomination program, can you give us a tips of what are those eligibility criteria or something like one should have eligibility before applying to those jobs abroad?
Opo. Bali, ang parang link po siya sa government dito ng Canada na kung saan may mga questions siya doon, hingi siyang mga papers sa'yo. So, ipapasa mo lang yung mga transcript of records mo, mga job experiences mo, resumes mo, CVs mo. So, sila yung parang mag-nominate sa'yo or titingin, mag-a-assess ng mo na. Ito, nag-a-apply to ang kanyang magiging employer sa farm. Isang nucleus farm, breeder farm for example, o kaya finisher operation farm. Tapos ang kanyang tinapos or graduate siya for example ng nursing. Medyo parang po, di ba? So, sa nomination program pa lang, taliwas na. So, dapat, pag mag-a-apply po yung isang aspiring agricultural science graduate, kumbaga, may backup na siya. records niya, ng background niya, graduate siya, kasi malaki ang chance na manominate siya ng government of Canada. Inline sila ng employer tapos kanyang qualifications. So yon. So kailangan may direct employer, whether agency or direct, may employer ka. And yung employer gagawin niya yung kanyang part. On the other hand naman, on your part, gagawin mo yung hinihingi ng government ng Canada na mga requirements. So, kahit pumasa ka sa employer mo at hindi ka pumasa sa immigration nomination program ng Canada, wala, void din yung magiging ano mo dun sa yung effort mo dun sa employer side, ng employer side. Pero kailangan ano sila go hand in hand. Kailangan malaki yung chance mo na ma-nominate ka dahil dun sa directly related yung a-applyan mo. That's gagawin din ng employer niya yung kanyang part para makapunta ka dito. And on your part, may gagawin ka din. Like, dadaanan nila yung IELTS, and then yung medical, medical condition nila. So, yon. And after that, pwede na po silang makaano dito.
Sige po. Thank you po, Ma'am Jen. Vince, may mga questions pa po sa
Thank you, Ma'am Jen. No? So, update lang tayo. 115 views na tayo on YouTube. So, here's the next question from Miss Tangkogo. How does the environment of the livestock affect its growth po? Because what I have observed mostly either here in our locality or outside our region, hindi po siya masyadong sanitized ang area.
Malaki po talaga ang ng unsanitary na environment. So, how does the environment affect its growth? In terms of sa diseases niya, so maaring magkaroon ka ng morbidity or mortality out of unsanitized na environment. So, yun po, kailangan may provide yung tamang housing management para hindi po mag-result to further na, like for example, disease, magkaroon ka ng cause ng diseases. Kasi, yun nga, unsanitized environment could lead to diseases, and diseases could lead to morbidity and mortality.
Okay, Vince, may I interrupt for a second? I would
Yes,
like
sir.
to shout out Mr. Janga Badur,
Janga.
from Bhutan. Can you say hi? Janga, Mr. Janga.
Classmate mo
He's watching
siya,
us now from Bhutan.
Sir Mark?
Yes po, Ma'am Jen.
Naintindihan po kaya niya ang ating mga Tagalog?
Yan ang di ko alam, Ma'am Jen. Parang hindi talaga.
May tanong dito. Pwede po basahin lang yung nakita kong tanong, yung national certification from TESDA related to animal production could be an additional evidence, documents to qualify if applying to for work abroad. Yeah. Malaki din. Kaya nga po yung mga NC2, yan yung mga hinahanap, mga nila, yung mga supplementary papers yan na mas makakapag strengthen ng ng yung status of being hired.
Okay.
Ako po kasi ay hindi ako qualification ng work visa dahil ako po ay na kumbaga immigrant. Pero nag-apply po kasi ako sa dito sa farm dito. At yun po yung nakita ko na nila na requirements na graduate ka or may background ka sa sa pinag-a-applyan mo, may background yung study mo. Then at the same time, kung ikaw naman ay nag-apply as work visa, yun nga, kailangan talaga na laging in line, hindi lang yung kuha ka ng employer, but at the same time, yung government ng, for example, ng Canada, kita yung mo na ka, worker ka, ano ka, asset ka or possible ano ka dito, additional workforce ka.
Isa rin yan sa additional ma'am, no? Pag ano ka, member ka ng mga association. Sample, PALAS, PISAS.
Mhm. Ang mga ganyan naman po na mga ano, na mga um, affiliations, may mako-contribute naman siya pag sa academe ka naman. Kasi 'di ba sa academe, continuous pa rin po yung pursuit mo for academic studies or growth. So, yun ang alam ko, kailangan nyo makapublish sa mga journals po, 'di ba? So, maganda yung may mga ano ka affiliations kasi may avenue ka para i-submit mo yung mga papers mo, scientific papers mo. And at the same time, ginamit na rin po siya ng ano ginamit na rin po siya ng PRC as points po
Mm-mm.
para sa renewal ng
CPD.
license. So, sino ba po ang nagre-require ng ano na kailangan license ka? Si government agencies, ang mga government whether national or local. So, yun. May malaking tulong po talaga ang mga affiliations kasi sila ang nagbibigay ng mga CPD points.
Mm-mm. So, may question ba from the audience? Ito po. Hello po, good morning. Sa DA po, yung agriculturist and agriculturist 2.
Ano po lang po yun sa plantilla position. So, sa salary grade
Ano
po
pong ibig sabihin?
ano po siya, ang nagtatanong si Ira. Ira, ano siya, bali, sa salary level mo yon. So, si agriculturist 1, meron siyang certain na salary level na which is lower than nakukuha ni agriculturist 2. So, ano siya, when it comes to responsibilities naman,
Ranking.
mas marami naman ang scope of ano talaga ni agriculturist 2 than the 1. So, pero kung titingnan mo on the side ng salary level, so, yun yung mga entry-level positions ng agriculturist. So, one is yung minimum entry level pag agriculturist ka.
Mm.
Then pataas pa yon, may senior agriculturist, tapos ngayon pag sa science, pag sa mga ano ka, agricultural research center, mga science research agriculturist pa ang mga category.
Ito ma'am, may
Science
nagtanong.
research. Yes po.
What are your best memorable experiences as an animal science major?
Ang anatomy and physiology, hindi ko makakalimutan kasi doon ako halos hindi makagraduate. So,
Pare-pareho
ma-appreciate mo
lang
yung
pala
ano.
tayo.
Para sa akin, nung later side na nung sa ano, as we grow older, mas ma-appreciate mo pala yung anatomy and physiology kasi pag undergrad ka, feeling mo
Oh,
ano lang siya, parusa yung pag-aaral nun. But pag nag-work ka na pala, tapos na-met mo ulit yung ganun na studies, nag-undertake ka ulit ng ganun, mas ma-appreciate mo pala kasi mas nauunawaan mo yung the whys behind dun sa mga pangyayari. Kasi yung pala, ito pala yung function, which is the physiology. And then, bakit ganito ang structure? Kasi ito pala yung function niya. So, yun. Nagkakaroon ka ng direction sa gagawin mo kasi naunawaan mo yung paano siya uh, gumalaw pa within the system of the animals. So, yun. So, doon ako sa anatomy and physiology kasi doon ako muntik na hindi makatapos. But later on, you will appreciate that.
Oo nga po. So, meron na naman tong isa dito. Ma'am, pwede po ba ang genetic modification or gene editing para ma-stop ang ASF?
Honestly po kasi, nung mag-resign na po ako sa ITCPH, di na po ako updated sa ASF. kasi kumbaga ang pumasok ang coronavirus ko ano. So, mas na ano tayo, mas na direct tayo dun sa human ano ng
Oo.
ng virus sa corona. Ay, yeah. Pero maybe nandito pa ba si Ma'am Jean
Miss
kasi oo, Ma'am Jean Claire kasi medyo may ano siya may update siya sa ASF. Katulad ng kanina may mga trials na nabanggit siya when it comes to sa vaccination. Kasi dito ang alam ko sa pagkakaalam ko wala pa yung implement dito. So maybe Ma'am Jean could help us kung nandyan pa siya.
hindi po. Parang
Ang
wala
alam
na si
ang
Ma'am G.
mm, sa tingin ko kasi ano yung African swine fever na yan, it has been a problem long before pa na ano siya kasi nung nag-aaral nga ako sa Netherlands, nag-outbreak din yan before. So, and with the advancement na ginagawa natin sa genetic side, genomics and ano, alam ko wala pa sa pagkakaalam ko wala pa silang naging ano para ma-address yung ano yung kung sa genomic sequencing ba para malaman kung oy ito carrier to ng virus na to. So far wala pa naman akong ano which is sana meron na which is baka I am wrong or mali ako dun sa ano assumptions na wala pa.
Andito si Ma'am Jean. Sabi niya, wala po akong idea about genetic modification. Pero, nung ano pa ako, nung BS pa ako actually, CRISPR-Cas9, yun kasi yung pinaka-grabe yung issue sa gene
Opo.
modifications. So, naging issue yan siya kasi hindi na siya naging humane. So, basically, if opinion-wise, para sa akin lang, if opinion-wise, hindi ko talaga yung genetic modification kasi makatulad lang sa CRISPR-Cas9 na issue. So,
Okay.
we should stick on making vaccines, trials. So, ito ni Ma'am Jean Claire, what we are pushing now po ay strict implementation of farm biosecurity and vaccine trials po to address the ASF. So, yun. Ma'am Jean Claire is ano pala ng ITCPH.
Opo. So sila po kasi ang ano livestock kumbaga National Livestock Focal ang ITC page. So when it comes to yung mga ASF issues, so mas na ano po sa kanila, mas na-download po yung information.
Ito may ano. Good morning, ma'am. One of my acquaintance po, may itikan po. Ano po ang ma-advise when it comes to health and disease control? Kasi lagi po nagkakasakit or nalulumpo yung itik. Thank you. Nagkakasakit, nalulumpo.
Nag-poultry ano kasi ako, nag-poultry specialization pero hindi ko na naano tong ano yung sa mga sa duck when it
Mm-mm.
comes to duck production kasi ang mas inano namin doon yung incubation, paano makaproduce ng balot, tapos
Balot.
yung sa poultry naman ang tinutukan naman namin yung sa chicken, yung mga diseases niya, tsaka yung anatomy and physiology niya. So, di ko rin maano po yung health and disease control sa lameness nung itik. I'm not an expert to that po, pero baka may factor pa rin po yung sa health and disease control, may factor pa rin po siguro um, yung ration niya, yung kinakain po niya kasi baka kulang po, for example, yung para tumibay po yung buto, yung calcium ba.
Mm-mm.
Isa din po sa factor na yun dun sa area ng quality or quantity ng kanyang feeds. So, pwede po niyang tingnan yung area na yun.
Siguro rin po hello po. Doon po
Yes,
sa
sir,
tanong
Mark.
kanina kasi when we venture into into animal farming like yung itikan, we should take a look at first, no, or we should consider, no, kung ano yung mga existing or ano yung mga common na mga sakit, no, na posibleng ma-acquire ng isang uh, animal, no, o kagaya ng itik. And from that po, we can at least, no, somehow find, no, mga uh, technical adjustment, no, management practices. But since yung tanong is directly, no, nandun na talaga, I would advise, no, na you can actually uh, parang consultation na lang dun sa mga nag-iitikan rin because they have these experiences, no. As for me po also, I cannot say for certain kung ano talaga yung uh, punot dulo, no, bakit nagkakalumpo, nagkakasakit yung itik kasi it needs to be diagnosed. But since, no, for us, no, in Caraga, ay maraming nag-iitikan dito. So posibly na yung farmers one, alam niya, no, kung anong mga ah, dahilan, no, kung bakit nagkakalumpo, nagkakasakit yung itik. So better to us, no, better to consult with other itik farmers, no, itik research in your area, or also in your uh, municipality, no, because we have this technical assistance that we can provide, no, with this pertaining to this concern po. So yun lang po.
Saka may publication po yata yung Itik Pinas project. So baka meron po silang mga ano po doon, informations doon sa production
Kung sa
side. Oho. Itik Pinas.
parting words, no. Uh, Mr. Vince, I think wala na tayong inline na katanungan.
Think,
So, Ma'am Jen,
parang wala na.
any
Ah,
for our audience, no?
ini po, parting words po, Ma'am Jen.
Okay po. So, yun. So, I hope na na-encourage po kayo to take on major on in animal science kasi nga marami po siyang avenue like poultry and livestock species. And at the same time, from there, meron pang mga production, management, then nutrition. And on the side naman po ng sa outputs, may meat processing tayo, and then sa slaughtering, then yung sa dairy. So, marami pong avenue na pwede pong ma-explore sa animal science. And at the same time, marami din pong job opportunities na yun nabanggit ko. And then, uh, highly recommended po nga kung sa breeding kayo, yung artificial insemination, maaring maging livestock artificial inseminators kayo sa level nyo muna and then to the national level kung gusto ninyong ma-employ sa national government. So, I hope na through this presentation, nakita ninyo yung mga possible na future ninyo sa kasakali. Tama yun, yung napo-foresee nyo na yung future nyo when I undertake this major. Mayroon na kayo, mayroong clear, may kalinawan ang inyong future kung sakasakali na saan ako magiging after my undertaking my BS, saan ako mai-employ. So marami hindi man natin hawak yung vacancies sa mga government agencies, pero that even here abroad may mga tumatanggap at hanggat may agricultural, hanggat kumakain, hanggat nagpo-produce ng karne, nagpo-produce ng gatas, nagpo-produce ng itlog, mayroon po tayong employment, whether tayo ay entrepreneur or employees.
Okay. Hello. Thank you so much, Ma'am Jenny, and to Sir Mark for answering the question for students, confused students natin, sa mga curious students natin who's watching right now sa ating YouTube live stream. Sa 130, I think that was the highest recorded audience for today's session. Thank you so much for the Q&A's portion po. And at this juncture, we'll now move on to the giving of certificate. The College of
the College
Agriculture
of Agriculture
and Agri
and
Industry
Agri Industry
and the
and
College of
the College of
Agriculture and
Agriculture
Agri
and Agri
Industries
Industries
is giving the
is giving the
certificate of
certificate of
appreciation
appreciation
to Ma'am
to
Jenny
Ma'am
A.
Jenny A.
Cornelia for
Cornelia for
imparting her
imparting
knowledge
her
and
knowledge and
expertise as
expertise
resource
as
speaker
resource
in
speaker in
AgriStorya Career
AgriStorya
Path
Career
in
Path
Animal
in
Science.
Animal Science.
Given this
Given this
13th day of
13th
July
day of July
2021 at the
2021
College of
at the College of
Agriculture and Agri
Agriculture and
Industries,
Agri
Caraga
Industries,
State
Caraga State
University, Main
University,
Campus,
Main Campus,
Ampayan, Butuan
Ampayon,
City,
Butuan City,
Agusan del
Agusan
Norte.
del
Signed
Norte.
by the
Signed by
College
the
Dean,
College Dean,
Dr. Elizabeth
Dr.
B.
Elizabeth
Parak.
B. Parak.
Congratulations, ma'am, and
Congratulations,
thank
ma'am,
you.
and thank you.
Thank you very
Thank you
much
very
po for
much
the
po for the
opportunity.
opportunity.
Okay. Now
Okay.
I would
Now
like
I would
to
like to
remind the
remind the
students,
students,
please
please
fill
sign,
in
fill
the
in the
evaluation link that
evaluation
was
link that was
posted in the comment
posted in the
section
comment
para you
section
can
para
receive
you can
your
receive your
certificate of
certificate of
participation.
participation.
Okay.
Okay.
So
So now,
uh,
uh,
okay.
okay.
So stay with
So
us
stay
and
with
don't
us and
miss
don't
out
miss out
Dr.
Dr.
Limuel
Limuel
Preciados, which
Preciados,
will
which
discuss
will
the career
discuss the
path
career
in
path in
agricultural
agricultural
economics tomorrow.
economics tomorrow.
With
With
we will be
we
using
will
the
be
same
using the same
platform. The link
platform.
will
The
be
link will
sent
be sent
directly to your
directly to
emails
your emails
at 3
at
p.m.
3
That's
p.m.
Philippine
That's Philippine
Standard Time
Standard Time
here at
here at
AgriStorya Series
AgriStorya
Career
series
Path in
Career Path in
Agriculture hosted by
Agriculture
the
hosted
College
by
of
the College of
Agriculture and Agri
Agriculture and Agri
Industries of the
Industries
Caraga
of the
State
Caraga State
University.
University.
Once again, this
Once
is
again,
Jay
this is Jay
Farrell,
Farrell,
your
your
kauban and
kauban and
kaistorya saying
kaistorya
thank
saying
you
thank
mga
you mga
ka-agri.
ka-agri.